Hey everybody, welcome to another video. This is your host TedTokez. We got another World of Tanks video. I fast forwarded it up. Anytime you see me speed it up, it'll usually be 300% for this game. It seems like that's my standard tempo change I'll usually do. Here I am making my way to the front line. As you can see, we actually have a few tanks here with us. Most of the team still hiding off in what we would call, the point shavers, the people that don't actually want to play the game, because instead of getting participation points, they would rather get points for somebody else participating. But anyways, here we are minding our own business again, because we actually have a few teammates here that we can help while helping ourselves. I land me a penetration into the enemies, taking a nice, probably half of his health bar out of that enemy target. So now that allows the one tank here in front of me to get a supportive shot and making it even closer to being no longer a threat. Because it's pretty clear if you look at the map here, I only have that one teammate supporting me after they blew up that first guy on the further right of our FV-005. And the thing is, if we don't get rid of some of these threats, then they're just going to be able to overwhelm us even without even having to overwhelm us. There's a little lag spike. My game does that all the time. It doesn't always record them. And sometimes it even looks different from what I've seen when I played. Like, what I viewed isn't what the game records sometimes when I screen capture, which is weird. But anyways, we didn't really have much of a chance there. They already killed off the other guy that we had help from, and now they're just going to be able to pinpoint my singular destroyer and just pick me off. And as you can see, you got these few guys here on the map that, probably like to think that they're front line, but at this point they're really not even they're not even a front line. They're just the team that's going to get their butts kicked, because they're not really even doing anything, even if they were, trying to do something. And then you got the most supportive teammates furthest away, so they're probably real big help back there at this point. Now I was just flicking through the POVs to see the scorecards, so that we could see the damage that each one of our teammates had did. Up until this point, because there's still half of a match to go. There's still half of our team alive, you know what I mean? So once again, half the team is done. Their attempt is no longer able to even be attempted, and now it falls down to the second half of the team. And there you have it, another match where not any player on our team even got to do good. Now, in other videos, I'm also going to show you not just this next match that it's in this video, but in other videos, we'll explain how people that sit back and think they're doing good are why nobody even gets to do good, and they're not even actually doing good. Alright, here we are, another FV-4005 match. This is one that will explain how much time that the players waste. Now the thing is, nobody's saying for people to go out there and die. It's not like it's not like 15 of us are going to go up to the front line and then all die because we don't know how to play. Nobody's telling you guys to go up there and not learn how to play. When you go up there and learn how to deflect bullet, that's why you see me living for longer than you guys do, in your Overwatch. So let's be honest about it, because it's not every match. I do die quite a bit. I have a very, very small survive rate. However, if you really look into it and realize what it actually is, it's not that I have a terrible chance at surviving. My situational survivability is far greater than most of yours, and that's with a less than 20% survival rate that I have for all my matches. And that's because I don't just fear the 1v1 like most of you. I not only embrace it if I do, I'm out there taking on 1v4s or 1v12s or whatever sack of shit ass skill set that you guys have to accumulate to consider yourselves able to take someone like me on. And I'm not saying that because I think I'm better. I'm saying that because I know I do better. You see? Because you guys didn't spend years playing without consumables, without a commander in your tank, and without equipment even, because you were too poor to have it in the beginning. And then you're running around playing against players that been playing for 2, 3, 4 years already when I started. You know, I wasn't a day oneer. I think a year threeer or something like that. And I got the game when it came out, played like 2 matches. I did the intro, and then I jumped back into the game like years and years after. However, I do have like an 8 or 9 year service badge now, so I've been playing the game a long time. Let me get back to this match though. But as you can see here, we got one tank up here trying to scout, and we ain't really got much support as far as trying to capture the objectives go. So I'm thinking, I'll move up and help my team out here. Now, as you can see, I'm a little comfortable staring down my barrel like the rest of the losers that play Overwatch and sit there and waste time like I just was now. 'Cause I guess they're not doing that when there's nothing to shoot at, just the same as somebody else who's looking at the same thing. Maybe using True Vision or not. I didn't seem to be using too much True Vision right there. However, I actually do start my advance now. And we try to get up here to this river and cross the river so that we can create some distraction and opportunity for ourselves and our team while we pressure the enemies, kind of get their attention. And they might make a mistake, maybe even forget about the people they were just shooting back and forth with, and they'll expose themselves in a way that they can get third-partied, we'll say, as I'm distracting them and doing what I'm doing. Now, as I'm destroying this lovely environment, making my way where I'm going, we get to this bridge, and I can already tell that it's going to be pretty hostile to cross. So I throw my smoke early. Now, normally I would try to use my smoke a little later so that I could bridge this more open field where I'm catching on fire here to try to get behind this mound. But I didn't make it that far, and I already used my smoke.
We took a hit to the radio. We can't communicate very far.
And the beautiful thing about that comment that you guys just heard on the game dialogue, how my radio just went out. You know what's amazing to that we get to know that, because that tells us that even if I spot these guys in the 1, 2, or 3 lines, I cannot radio my guys in the 9 line because they're probably too far away from my tank for my tank to even radio them that we found the enemies over here, and it won't light them up for them. Now, I say that not knowing how accurate it really is in time at the moment, because the developers really seem to just muck with the mechanics to really favor their poster children tanks and the ones they're trying to sell currently, and however they're trying to rig the game so that it's it's in the state that it's in for the ways that they want it to be, which I think they're trying to get away with calling it RNG, but it's not random at all. It's not random number generation generated. No, it's not random. I think it's skill-based scaling is what it is, because most games you look at, they know that the players are different skill levels and they have to balance each other out so that they're all able to be in the same community playing together, and nobody feels like, oh, we're just getting beat up by the jocks, oh, we're just losers because we're in the band club, that kind of stuff. win by default or get points by default. Like, they're not really trying to earn their points. So I had enough of that match anyways. Because if they were trying to earn their points, they wouldn't have teammates earning their points for them. They wouldn't have, like right here, I sped this part up times 600. Okay, that's how long it took 6 tanks to share 3 more tanks of whatever health they have left in points. That's how long it took them. Now, the part that I was over my carcass, I had to speed up 600%. Most of the time, it's just 300%. But that time where I was like overwatching my carcass, I was just 600% from the 10th minute of the video to 10:30 in the video. I had sped up that much. And the thing is, you could see the clock at the top of the match. You can see how many teammates are alive and all that. And I think at this point, I quit watching this guy because the camera wasn't moving, and I just barely got to see the last enemy die in frame of the POV. And that's that, people. You know what I'm saying? They spent that much time to do what they could have did anyways in half the time, and made us that wanted to see the rewards board wait twice as long, you know? Oh, that's cool.